Live from the Business RadioX studio inside Renaissance Bank, the bank that specializes in understanding you. It's time for North Fulton Business Radio.
And hello again, everyone. Welcome to another edition of North Fulton Business Radio. I'm John Ray, and as usual, we're broadcasting inside Renaissance Bank in beautiful Alpharetta. And if you're looking for a bank that is, well, one step better on the personal service side than maybe that big mega bank that you've keep griping about, I think Renaissance Bank may be a good choice for you. I found they're big enough to handle pretty much any need you can throw at them, but small enough to do it in a personal way. I know that from my own experience. And the surveys bear that out in terms of some of the awards they've won in terms of customer service from Time Magazine and Forbes Magazine. So go to renaissancebank.com, find one of their local offices, and give them a call. And I think you'll be glad you did. Renaissance Bank, understanding you, member FDIC. And now I want to welcome Gerald Pulsinelli. Gerald is the CEO of Viva Chicken. Gerald, welcome.
John, good morning. Thank you very much for having me, and very happy to be here this morning. And, we are Viva Chicken. We are a founder-based company based out of Charlotte, North Carolina, getting ready to open up here on Haynes Bridge Road on Monday, or excuse me, today's Monday, on Wednesday, March 1st. Mm-hmm. And, we're a founder-based company. Actually, one of our founders, Chef Bruno Machiavello, he's actually from Lima, Peru. So all the recipes that we serve in the restaurant, from our beer-battered, spiced, marinated, 48 hours chicken cooked in our Peruvian ovens that come to us direct from Peru, these are all Chef Bruno's family recipes. Anywhere from our sauces to our dressings to our signature juices. So everything that you will have an opportunity to taste are Chef Bruno's very own recipes. And, we're very happy to be here in, Alpharetta, and certainly a market that I'm familiar with, and looking forward to open up to the public and giving everybody a taste of the hottest, freshest chicken.
I love it.
Yeah, and man.
I want to get more into that, certainly, because food's one of my favorite subjects.
Yeah, and we appreciate you coming by Friday to give us a taste.
That was awesome. And there was a media event where I was invited. Thank you again. It was wonderful, and we're going to get into that in a second. But I want to talk about you, give everyone an introduction to you. Talk about your background in restaurants and hospitality. And I'm always interested in why someone got into the restaurant business, because the restaurant business is a tough business, and you've got to be a tough operator to be in it and be successful.
Yeah. Well, the short answer is I could never sing or dance, right? But the truth of the matter is I grew up in the restaurant business. My father and my uncles had fine dining Italian restaurants and pizza places up in North Jersey. So it's all I've ever done. It's what I ended up going to college for. And, actually my grandfather was a baker, and, he supplied all the bread to our family restaurants and such. So it's really all I've ever done. And, after college, I needed to go to college for something I figured that I could at least excel in, something I knew a little bit about. So, that worked out. And that's kind of, here we are today from that standpoint, as far as how I got into business and stayed in the business.
So it's in your blood.
Yes, sir. That's it.
And were you working in the restaurant?
Oh, from an early age.
I mean, like when you were old enough to hold a fork.
Old enough to hold the fork, but more importantly, old enough, as my father would tell you, to be able to work the dish machine, right? You got to spray the dishes, wipe the dishes down. Then, we used to call them the one-arm bandit, the dish machine where you would run the dishes through. So I needed to be able to get that up and down to get that working. So that's kind of where it started.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't mean hold the fork to eat. I meant hold the fork to hold it over the sink and quash it, right?
Go,
so,
man.
that's what you were doing, right? What are the lessons you learned?
Probably the biggest lesson I learned is, it's a people business, right? And every business is truly about people, and you have to take care of your people first. And if you hire the right people, train the right people, and then, you keep the team engaged and you do what's right, kind of the golden rule, do what's right, do the best you can, treat others the way you want to be treated. That's truly kind of something that will help you be successful. Because, I'm not the one that's in the restaurants every day cooking the chicken, right? I mean, it's the team members that are there loading the chicken, marinating the chicken, making the sauces, getting everything ready for, the day. I mean, they're the ones that are doing it. They're the ones that are down and in every day. And, we need to give them an environment where they want to come to work every day, and that's certainly, as you know, the past few years has gotten tough.
Yeah, for sure. And, I don't know, on Friday, I saw a whole that place was full of employees. So you're obviously doing something right from the very beginning to be able to attract people.
Yeah. And not only do you have to attract people, but you have to give them that pathway to success, right? And what I mean by that, not just from a financial standpoint, but from, knowing that when they come to work, they're going to enjoy the people that they're working with, right? Not only that, we brought a whole team down from Charlotte to help us open up the restaurant, from, members of our leadership team, as well as, corporate trainers that work within the restaurants that we have around the country in the Carolinas and such. So we throw everything at it we can to have a successful launch, because you only get one opportunity to do that.
Right. You have refresh my memory. You've got how many locations?
This will be our 17th.
Okay. And you have grown so far through company-owned stores, right?
That's
exclusively,
correct. Which we are a company-owned organization, where we have a team of investors, and we do have a private equity banker as well with us. That's part of one of our investment team members. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So what that means is you're really responsible yourself for that quality.
We are.
Yeah, right from the very beginning.
Yeah, it's a team effort. I mean, one of the things that we've always believed in is that you have to be able to do it yourselves before you could go out and, potentially do a franchise, right? I mean, we're still writing the playbook. I mean, the concept was founded in 2013, in Charlotte by, Chef Bruno, who I mentioned, as well as our other founder, Randy Garcia. And it was, located in a relocated Starbucks location. Right. So they kind of bootstrapped it up, from there to kind of get the restaurant open. And, then from there, they caught the eye of a local restaurateur in Charlotte, a gentleman by the name of Dennis Thompson, who also was the founder of Firebirds as well. And then from there, we've kind of begun putting the team together.
Yeah, that's terrific. So let's talk a little more about food. Which is why we're all either talking about this or our listeners are listening to this. So that's what they're attracted to. One of the things that stands out for me is that was mentioned along the way is that Peruvian is a fusion of South American and Asian cuisine. I think that's very interesting.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. Yeah. But Peru, there's such an influx of people from Asia that have migrated there over the years, also from Italy too. So there's all these fusions of, South American cuisine and Asian cuisine, a little bit of Italian influences in there too, and what have you. So it's really, there's just amazing flavors where you're not just taken from Asia, you're not just taken from Peru, you're molding these all together, melding them together, infusing them together, and you use all these amazing ingredients that just, it's a party in your mouth, the flavors that you get.
A party in your mouth. I love that. I love that. Gerald Pulsinelli is with us, folks. Viva Chicken. He's the CEO of the company, and they're coming to Alpharetta as we record this. In 2 days, it will be open. By the time you're listening to it, the unit will probably be open as of March 1st. So you're really introducing something new to Alpharetta, it seems to me, because I've not heard of Peruvian in Alpharetta, and we've got a lot of we're lucky here. We're blessed. We've got a lot of different options. So what are people that even have sophisticated palates? What are they going to find?
Well, that's one of the reasons we also picked Alpharetta was because of the diverse clientele and the diverse cuisines that we've noticed that are already open here. We feel very confident that kind of introducing the Peruvian cuisine. I mean, we're all about the pollo a la brasa. It's all about the hot fresh chicken, right? It's all about our whole chickens that we cook every day, every hour and a half. It's coming fresh out of our charcoal fired oven, and our bold sauces that are made in house every day, and our signature juices. And again, we import probably about 15 to 18 different products from Peru specifically that we use in our recipes, from our spices to our passion fruit pulp to our chicha, which is kind of I don't know if did you have a chance to taste our chicha drink?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that's Christmas in a glass there, right?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
It's got the Peruvian purple corn.
Yep.
Got a little bit of cinnamon in there, and what have you. And for those of you that are over 21 out there, any of our signature drinks are great to take home and add a little bit of your favorite adult beverage in there as well.
Yeah. That's a good point. I like that point. Well, I had the chicken, and I mean, it was fabulous. So, and that's what I wanted to have, is your signature, right? And that was terrific. And here's the great news. It's not just, you don't not have just individual portions. You've got family meals.
Yeah, family meals too. And, the other thing, that we also like to talk about is just, our food is better for you, right? It's a healthier alternative, but yet it's full of flavor. There's no lacking of spices or flavors in our food. And, we can actually, 70% of our menu, if you don't add chicken, is actually vegetarian too, which a lot of people don't know from our, our organic red quinoa that we use and such, and our avocados and what have you. And, we'd certainly play at lunchtime to, kind of the business diner and what have you, coming in either looking for, something you can eat with a knife and fork, which would be our pollo a la brasa, or one of our wraps, or one of our salads. But then, as you mentioned, dinner time too for the family. I mean, on Thursdays, we do Bruno's Big Chicken Day, right? And, that's a whole chicken and 3 sides for $24.95. And, that'll feed a family of 4 for at least 2 days, truly does. And, in addition to, not only the signature Peruvian sides that we have, like our corn salad, our salterito, and things of that nature, but you got to taste our French fries. Our French fries are amazing, and they travel very well. And, kind of an insider tip here with the French fries, everybody likes to go for the ketchup, but, I recommend taking a little bit of our yellow sauce, a little bit of our green sauce, mixing them together, dipping your fries in that. That'll give you something to talk about. Yeah.
And speaking of sauces, I second that, by the way, because I did that on Friday. I followed the advice on that.
There you go.
But those 3 sauces on their own are fantastic. If you just try them, folks, and then start mixing, and you'll be happy you did. But speaking of sauces and everything that comes out of the kitchen, it's made on the premises.
Made from scratch. That's right. Absolutely
correct.
So it
doesn't come from headquarters or some warehouse somewhere.
No, we're not opening up pouches and pouring them, right? Everything is, everything is made fresh. You come in before we open, you'll hear the blender going, as they say.
I like it. Great work. Gerald Pulsinelli is with us, folks. He's the CEO of Viva Chicken. Let's talk about just, I guess, why you have done so well in an environment where restaurants have, to be charitable, have had a rocky time. I mean, it's been tough to be in the restaurant business.
Yeah, everybody has struggled. It's been tough for all of us, and I'd say the best way that we've been able to kind of weather the storm there again is just our people. Right. And, we're fortunate enough that, we're not a one-off restaurant or a two-off restaurant where, we have a group of investors behind us who have invested in the business, and they know that, you need to be in it for the long haul. So we've just continued to, do whatever it is to take care of our people, whether it was, when the pandemic hit, we were sending people home with food, we raised everybody's wages, we introduced, anniversary bonuses for people, some retention bonuses for people. Every year we continue to look at what we can do to kind of enhance our team member experience. And that's not just the salaried managers of what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, the hourly team members. I mean, what can we do to continue to kind of enhance their benefits every year, whether it be, adding, health insurance, 401k, life insurance, as I said, work anniversary bonuses, regularly scheduled reviews to continue to increase their wages. We've been testing tipping in some of our restaurants, which has also helped enhance, the team member experience and such. And, one of the other things too that we're very proud of is our Viva Cares. And our Viva Cares program is a program that's funded by the team members, and that's from the leadership all the way to all of our hourly team members. Everybody has an opportunity each paycheck to go ahead and donate some money, right? And out of their paycheck to help each other. And I'm very happy to say that in 2022 we used over 60% of the funds that were donated by our team members to help Viva team members that were in need, right? Whether it be somebody who had, a fire in their house or their car broke down or what have you. I mean, all those funds that are funded by us, the team members, go back into helping our team members. And then, also kind of on the charitable side, something we've always believed in is giving back. And, we, our large partner that we have, kind of our nationwide partners, No Kid Hungry. So for every churro that we sell, we donate to No Kid Hungry. And, in the past 3 years, we've donated over $100,000 to No Kid Hungry. So certainly something to, to keep in mind. And, also, when we go into a new market, i.e. opening up here in Alpharetta, we also look for a local charity that we can, donate to and can benefit the community. And, here in Alpharetta, we partnered up with the North Fulton Community Charities, through our Viva Care program. They proudly feed over 100 people a day and just do a lot of different things, whether it be with backpacks for school kids and helping kids with tuition and things of that nature. And whenever we're in a new market, we try and partner up with that. We opened up in Kennesaw towards the end of last year and real close to Kennesaw State University. And, who we partnered up with there was KSU Cares. So again, that's something that's very near and dear to everything that we do, is not only becoming part of the community, but also helping the community where we can. Yeah.
Wow. Great work. I'm not sure that maybe it exists, but I'm not sure I've ever heard of a kind of a give back program from employees to each other.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah. There's other companies that do it out there, certainly.
I'm sure there are.
One of the ways that we think we've kind of improved the program is it's for everything, right? It's not just if, you go through a hardship like a fire, but hey, things happen, right? It takes two, salaries today, two people earning money to raise a family. And you know what? You're going to need new tires on the car every once in a while, and you might not have it, right? Or the gas bill goes up, or what have you, or
sure.
So we're always there to see how we can help improve our team members' lives.
Wow, great work. And you mentioned North Fulton Community Charities, but you've also partnered with Brewable Cafe, so folks that know about Brewable, which is devoted to adults with disabilities. Right here in the Alpharetta Community Center, right down the street from us. You're doing some work with them as well.
We are, and we're very proud to do that. And we, like I said, we have a whole team here that we've brought down, not only from Charlotte, but people that will stay. And our team, Haley Jerome, who actually kind of heads up our community engagement. That's something that when we go into a new market, she really does a lot of research and really looks into how we can partner up with somebody that just benefits everybody, right? And we really like to have kind of that local charity aspect. So yeah, we're very proud of, the partnership there with them.
That's terrific. Gerald Pulsinelli is with us, folks, CEO of Viva Chicken. They're opening here, their first location in the Alpharetta area. And Kennesaw was your first Georgia location,
that
right?
was. Kennesaw was our first kind of, move into the marketplace.
Right.
But we're big fans of the Atlanta market. I have been for a while, and that was one of the areas that we liked. Alpharetta, again, certainly one of the areas that we liked. We opened up a Firebirds here, maybe 8-9 years ago nowadays. And, we've always liked Alpharetta. I like all the work that the community has done downtown, and I like how they support local businesses, and they've really truly embraced keeping the community tight knit and not just opening up whatever you want, right? They were certainly fun to work with, and interesting to work with of what we could and couldn't do from signs and landscaping. But you got to respect that, right?
Yeah.
Because that means that the community leaders are engaged in the community.
Right. No, there's both good and otherwise with that,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So
Yes,
sir. We get that. But you've got these 2 locations, and you've got other plans in the Metro Atlanta area.
We do.
Right?
We think the Metro, Atlanta area could certainly hold, a dozen Viva Chickens at some point, right? I mean, and that's obviously not within the next year or the next 2 years. I mean, we're talking a 5-year plan here where we're able to kind of go in and scout the different marketplaces. And, in fact, tomorrow I'm going to be heading with our broker to take a look at some sites kind of in the Midtown area, in the Buckhead area as well. But yeah, we've certainly identified plenty of opportunity for us to, open up some more Vivas.
Yeah, that's terrific. So let's get back. I want to get, as we kind of wrap up here, I want to get back to the food. So how do you suggest folks dive in? I mean, should they start with the chicken like I did, or what? How should they start?
Absolutely. We're all about the chicken, right?
Okay.
We're all about the pollo alla brasa. I think the best thing to do is come in and, order a quarter chicken or a half chicken, and then get some of our sides with it, right? And kind of find what you like and taste a little bit of everything, and make sure you get one of each sauces so you can find your favorite. And again, don't be afraid to go ahead and, mix them up a little bit. Right. And, like I said, come in for lunch and have a half chicken and 2 sides. And, then when you're on your way home from soccer practice, pick up a whole chicken and 3 sides for the family and what have you. And as I said, one of our signature dishes that people don't necessarily know right out the bat is our quinoa stuffed avocado. And you get that quinoa stuffed avocado, and you can get it with chicken on top if you like. That's got an amazing kind of our ricotta sauce that we put on there, and the organic red quinoa, and the avocados. We don't use kind of those little avocados. I mean, we use what's known as a 48-count avocado, and, it fits fits in my hand, right? I mean, that's what a half avocado is, and what have you. So we're very proud of, all of those things that we have. And then, a little bit more talking about kind of the fusion piece that we mentioned earlier is, one of our dishes is our Peruvian fried rice, or otherwise known as a rocha chafa. Think of a Asian fried rice, and, you add some of our chicken in there. I mean, that's got great flavor. And one of the things we do that kind of helps that dish stand out is, we take fresh ginger and fresh soy sauce and fresh garlic, and, we really kind of fuse that together when you're cooking it in the wok, and just kind of adds an amazing flavor profile to it.
And don't forget to leave room for the churros.
Oh yeah, churros. Right.
I mean, you're going to benefit a charity.
Yeah.
No kid hungry,
right.
but you'll benefit yourself
too.
they're
delicious. Yeah. They're delicious. I can only eat about a half dozen.
Well, yeah, I had to call it quits early on Friday. Those things are fabulous and addictive.
Those are very good. Yeah,
addictive. So, Gerald, this has been great, and I want to make sure that everyone understands exactly where they need to go to find your location here in Alpharetta. So let's get that out right now.
Yeah, we are located at 11760 Haynes Bridge Road. If you know where Urban Hardware is, we're right there in the front of them. So very conveniently located on Haynes Bridge Road. And, like we said, I mean, there's so many ways to order Viva and take advantage of it. I mean, you can order it by walking in, going through the line. You can order it via the Viva app. Don't forget to download that. Get yourself some loyalty points. We're very generous with those. You can order through third party. So there's just many ways that you can, and you know what? We'll even take a phone call. Call us up.
We'll
place the order to go that way because a lot of people still like to do that. So many convenient ways to order Viva Chicken. But, we're very excited to be here, and, we hope to see as many people as we can and serve some hot, fresh chicken. That's
great. And folks, just if you don't know where Urban Hardware is, we're talking Haynes Bridge Road, right where Old Milton runs into Haynes Bridge Road, right near City Center. So check it out. I think you'll be glad you did. And let's give social media and other directions on how folks can connect with you.
Yeah, please do. You can check us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I mean, we're all about, and, even go to our website, vivachicken.com, and you can sign up to be a Viva Insider. And, you can certainly download the app as well onto your phone for easy ordering.
Terrific. Gerald Pulsinelli, folks, Viva Chicken. Gerald, this has been great.
Thank you, John.
And it was appetizing, by the way, on Friday. Thank you again.
Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, that was terrific. Thank you again. And we're welcome to Alpharetta. We're delighted you're here.
Glad to be here. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Hey, folks, just a quick reminder. When you are thinking about your small business and you're thinking, I've got way too much dysfunction in my back office with administrative tasks and bookkeeping, the kinds of duties that are wearing you out, and you're not spending enough time with the people that make it happen for you, your clients, right? Or your employees. Well, here's the suggestion. Go to officeangels.us and learn more about the great work that Chief Executive Angel Essie Escobedo and her team do for small business owners. They're not a temp agency or a placement firm. They match your support needs with angels who fly in and get the job done, and they fly out. And they've got the talent and experience necessary to help you maintain a successful small business. I use their services myself, and they're fantastic. So if you want to know more, go to officeangels.us, or just if you want to do it the old-fashioned way like Gerald mentioned with his business, call Essie, 770-442-9246, and tell her I sent you. She'll be glad to hear from you. And folks, just a quick thank you. We are up to show, I guess this is show number 615 or something like that, for North Fulton Business Radio. We're about to celebrate our 7th anniversary here in a couple of months in May, and we have gotten this far because of you. You've supported us all these years, and we are delighted and honored and proud of that support. One of the ways you've done that is by sharing the show, and you've shared the show when you've heard great business leaders like Gerald who do great work, and that work deserves to be found. I can't imagine that you don't have someone you want to share this show with and let them know about Viva Chicken. But you've done that with all our shows, and we're grateful for that. Thank you for your support as we continue to celebrate business in the North Fulton community. So for my guest, Gerald Pulsinelli, I'm John Ray. Join us next time here on North Fulton Business Radio.